Welcome to Craig's Gun Channel. In this video, we're going to cover the CAA Roni conversion kit for the Glock series of pistols. Command Arms Accessories Industries Limited, or simply CAA Industries, is an Israeli company created in 2004, and they design, develop, and produce a range of firearms accessories. One of their better-known products is their Roni line of pistol conversion kits, which were released around 2010. The tactical Roni system for select Glock, Beretta, and SIG pistols was a drop-in assembly that changed your pistol into a subgun configuration. It featured an adjustable stock, folding vertical front grip, full-length top Picatinny rail, aluminum muzzle shroud, as well as side rails. This is a force multiplier, as it allows for much greater control and accuracy compared to the pistol alone, and in the case of a fully automatic machine pistol, such as the Glock 18, allows the pistol to also fill the role of a submachine gun. While popular with some military and law enforcement agencies, the kits are not legal to use in the United States unless the proper paperwork and taxes are paid, as it turns the pistol into a short-barreled rifle in the eyes of U.S. law. The system has been continuously refined and braced versions were introduced to allow for use in the U.S. To market their products in the United States, a separate joint venture called ME Technologies was created, and they were the sole distributor of CAA Industries products in the U.S., and they sold the products under their website name of CAA Gear Up. A series of asset changes amongst the original owners of the company and some investment firms resulted in the companies no longer being controlled by the same people. I bring this up as in 2018, ME Technologies, operating as CAA Gear Up, began producing their own version of the Roni, and they sold it as the MCK, which I featured in a prior video. In 2019, CAA Industries sued ME Technologies for the trade name violation as well as intellectual theft of the design. The lawsuits essentially went nowhere, however the result now is that there are two versions of essentially the same thing being offered, the MCK and the Roni itself. While largely the same in operation and features, there are a few differences. Let's take a closer look at the Roni. And before working on any firearm, you need to make sure it is free and clear of all ammunition. Go ahead and take a look. The magazine is free and clear. And as we can see, the chamber area is also clear. So we're good to start taking a look at the CAA Industries Roni. And we'll take a look at the Roni, its controls and features. Here's the charging handle that interfaces with the top rail of the slide. And that's what would allow you to charge the pistol once it's installed. This is the folding latch that releases the rear so that it can fold around, and then it will latch. That little tab right there will interface with this section right here to lock it in place, like so. This is the latch to release the lock portion, or the little trap door. So you'd simply push down on that and then pull the trap door back, like so, and then it will lift up. You want to make sure that the charging handle is pulled all the way to the rear position. You would slide the muzzle of the pistol in first, and then put the back, the serrated slide, the serrations into the charging handle, pushes down, and then you would slide the pistol forward. And this right here is a little lock as well that locks onto the front Picatinny rail. Once that's locked in place, you would close the rear hatch, slide it forward, and it's all locked in place. Now at this point, you'd control the slide with the charging handle. You have access to the slide release. You still have access to the magazine release. This is the safety that is unique to the Roni system, and that blocks the trigger guard on both sides. The system itself has a angled foregrip and a hand stop to make sure your hand doesn't get in front of the muzzle. Has a full top Picatinny rail, side rails on both sides, an aluminum muzzle shroud which basically helps to control a little bit of the blast forces so that they don't damage the plastic. That aluminum goes in and goes right up against the barrel on the front of the slide of the pistol. Because of that and the different lengths of the various Glocks that could fit in the platform, you can loosen that top screw. It's an Allen screw, and then this assembly can move in or out to interface with the appropriate length for the pistol. Currently I have a Glock 17 in there, so it's set up for the 17. If you notice, there's a hole that goes all the way through, and you line it with the dot that corresponds to your pistol. So right now it's set for the 17, 22, or 31. If you align the hole to where that dot is, it'd be for the 19, the 23, or the 32. So that's pretty much it as far as the controls and features. It also has a integrated sling mount. Of course, then you have the brace assembly right here. They make various accessories. One of them is a thumb grip or a thumb stop that can go onto the front rail on either side or both if you wish, depending on what you want. They come in sets of 2, and that gives you a place to brace your thumb. This socket right here, it comes with just the little dummy setup. The little button right there on both sides, if you push that and squeeze in with them, this module comes out, and they make light and laser modules in both green and red laser or white light, and you can plug those in, and then that gives you your light or laser depending on which one you put in there. So that's pretty much it as far as the system itself. Again, the main difference between this and the MCK is it's got the safety cover, for lack of a better way to put it there, and also the MCK has the built-in angled foregrip with the magazine release. This just has an angled foregrip. They do make a module that plugs into this that's a vertical foregrip with a magazine holder. Of course, installing that would be installing a vertical foregrip onto a pistol, which, unless this is registered as an SBR, that would not be legal. You can't have a vertical foregrip on a pistol. Later versions of this do come now with an angled foregrip with integrated magazine holder. So there again, they kind of went backward and copied the MCK for that. The MCK copied this, and now Roni, they copied that portion of the MCK. So they're largely the same devices. The front muzzles are slightly different. This has kind of a triangular muzzle. They also make some accessories that lock on. There's like a little front interface notch there to extend the blast deflector on it. So that's pretty much it. For testing out the platform's capabilities, I mounted a red dot to the top rail and headed out to the range. And we're on the range today with the Micro Roni Generation 4. Going to go ahead and take some shots and see how it does. Obviously, having the brace on it gives a lot more control and at the additional points of contact, so allows you to be a little bit more accurate. So we'll go ahead and take some more shots. Okay, the way these braces are designed originally to have been used is similar to this. It straps onto your arm and allows you to have better control of it with one hand. They were designed for people that might have more limited arm strength, or maybe even only have one arm, and still be able to have that additional support and contact. So we'll go ahead and take some shots this way. I have to admit, in all honesty, this is not super comfortable. Having a little bit shorter arms, I think if this were a little bit shorter, it'd probably fit me a little bit better. This is actually the longer version that they came out with. A couple got away from me there. So, that's the CAA Micro Roni Generation 4. At the range, I found the increased contact offered by the brace system as well as the top rail mounted red dot sight to be very helpful in target acquisition and follow-up shot placement. I did try to shoot it using it strapped on my arm in a brace configuration as intended, and while I did find it to be a little awkward, that was mostly due to not being used to it. I can see where it would allow for control over the pistol if you had limited arm strength or some other disability. While current BATF interpretations allow for shouldering of such devices, you should check with your local laws on such use. The Roni provides for a safety which blocks accidental trigger usage when the pistol is installed in the system, whereas the MCK does not. CAA Industries, the producer of the Roni, has a patent on that feature, which is why it's absent on the MCK. The MCK features a built-in spare magazine holder built into the forward angled grip, which the Roni system lacks. A vertical grip with a magazine holder is offered for the Roni, however using it creates legal issues as it's considered a vertical foregrip, which is not legal on a pistol. However, as I mentioned earlier, the Roni system is continually being improved upon, and since I acquired this one, it's again been modified, and the Roni now also includes a standard angled grip with a built-in spare magazine holder, similar to the MCK's. One nice thing about both systems being such close sister designs is the light and laser accessories offered work interchangeably. While braces might not be for everyone, I think the increased control, ability to add lasers and lights while remaining a compact package increases a 9mm overall effectiveness. I hope that this information is of value, and if you liked the video, I would ask that you hit the like button and subscribe if you want to continue to see more like this. I value your comments and feedback, and as always, until next week, stay safe.